America, and to all my friends in Brazil too. Quick status update. Everyone in America is asking me if I'm ever coming home. I'm always coming home to America. I do want to let you guys know though that I had to travel out of my comfort zone because I needed to heal. I was in a marriage and relationship of 25 years and loved my husband, and I totally lost myself becoming the best wife, traveling with him, going everywhere for him for his job, and never really pursuing my own dreams and goals. So when I left him in Australia last Christmas, it was very difficult, and my hope was that we would heal and get back together, but he just moved on so quickly 3 months later with some, I don't know, young girl. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that when somebody leaves you that quickly and moves on after 25 years and you committed your entire life to them, it is so difficult. And I actually said, let's go to marriage counseling and try to make it work even after I found out that. And in the past 6 months, I said to myself, how silly am I? If someone moves on that quickly, they obviously don't love you. And you just got to let them go. So thank God moving here and living here for the past 6 months and working with Doctors Without Borders has been such a great opportunity to be alone, heal, and gain some clarity and realize that even though I did give my heart and soul to one person, you just have to move on, obviously, because when someone just moves on from you after 25 years, it's obviously not the person that you're meant to be with. And I guess my gut to leave him in Australia was, I guess, a sign from God telling me that I just needed to live my life and be safe, because it was very toxic at the end and we hurt each other a lot. Unfortunately, that time of healing wasn't something that brought our marriage back together, because it takes two people to rebuild a marriage. It'll take two people to go to marriage counseling and two people to have their heart and soul in it to start new. And I was just one person, and trying to get somebody who just moved on 3 months later with some new young girl to try to join me. And it just was something that was so silly of me looking back. When someone moves on after 3 months and you gave them your life and you were so committed and loyal and loving and just gave them your heart and soul for 25 years, if they can move on so quickly, honestly, you just gotta let them go. So I decided to be alone this past year and a half. It's almost 2 years now, just so that I can heal completely, not jump into another relationship because that's not healthy for me or the new person, and give myself an opportunity to challenge myself and build on my career, do my certification in functional medicine, which is a 5-year certification. It's quite expensive. That's why I decided to live in Brazil for 6 months to get health care, to be able to afford my dental, and to try to save and live cheap, because I was back home spending $1,200 on a room, and here I'm in a whole house for $900. So I needed to do the right thing financially and mentally, just to heal and get myself ahead. My plan for the next 5 years, just to all my friends and family, is to come back in America and work really hard. My goal is to buy a house here in Brazil one day. I love this home that I've been staying in here in Parque da República. You know that I already stayed in 3 bed and breakfasts. I was in Via Prudente, which I love. It's very residential, but it's also more quiet, and it doesn't have access to everything, and is not as affordable as Parque da República. And then I was in Pompeii, which is absolutely beautiful and safe, and I love it. And you'll see me there sometimes. That's where the big mall is, and my McDonald's. It's only 10 or 15 minutes away from me, and my best friend Carlos is there with his girlfriend Michelle. So it's just such a great location. I can walk outside and just never be alone here, and I have access to everything, and it's super affordable. So my goal is to buy this lovely house, which I fell in love with, and I've put so much work into it. So I'm coming home to America to work really hard, my 5-year plan, work really hard, bust my butt, and try to get this house here, and eventually, and it might take 10 years because I'm starting from scratch, and my husband took all our house money and put it in his mom's bank account, and I trusted him. Don't ask me why. So I was in $1 million house, and I have no nothing from it, zero. I allowed him to put it into his mom's account. So I'm here alone trying to work so hard from scratch, and it's so hard to afford a house in Long Island or New York these days. So that might take me 10 years, but I'm determined to have a house here in Brazil, and hopefully one day a house in Long Island or upstate New York, because New York is where my parents are and New York is my home. As many of you know, my dad was a Korean War veteran, and he's buried in Calverton National Cemetery in Long Island, and I want to be close to my parents. And that's where my primary home will be one day, and maybe I'll have a little farm. That's my dream. And my secondary home is always going to be here in Brazil. So thank God for this opportunity. I've been able to put it on my resume. I now know a lot of Portuguese, so I speak 3 languages, and I have a great opportunity waiting for me back. And I'm really grateful for this opportunity that I have back in America, and I'm willing to work really hard. Really nervous because I'm working for a very large franchise. My next travel assignment is going to be across the country completely. I've never traveled across the country. I'm very scared in small planes, so I might do a road trip and in an RV, and I'm wondering if any of my friends and family would like to do a road trip in January for my site visit to go see the Portland, Oregon, Washington area to see which location that I would like working in best. If anyone's interested in doing this road trip with me, please let me know, because I would love to do it with a buddy, and I'm really looking forward to it. As you guys know, I'm very scared on planes, and especially small planes. For me to leave Australia myself that day really tells you that, you know, things were not good. And that was a 3-day flight almost, because I had 2 layovers and delays. And then to come to Brazil alone was a huge step, but it has always been my passion and dream to come to Brazil. So now that I have my freedom, that's why I'm here. So everyone was surprised, but honestly, it's been the best thing that I've ever done, stepping out of my comfort zone and traveling across the United States and working completely on the other side of my country is going to be a huge change for me. I am more scared of doing that than I was to travel to Brazil, but I'm also very excited because I heard Portland is the capital of coffee, so I'm excited. But if anyone wants to do this road trip with me, let me know, because I'm doing it. Trust me. I said I was coming to Brazil, and I did. So Aunt Deb, don't be shocked. That's why I'm sending this video to all my friends and family. I'll be coming home in a few months, and I will be visiting all my friends in the Catskills, everybody in Long Island, my family, and definitely my friend in New Jersey. Love you, Pete and Kate, Carmen and Sonia. I'll be there. Love it. I never forget good people. I never forget one good friend or one good counselor or one good teacher or one good family member or anyone. I don't forget people who came into my life and who are special to me and important and who have been there for me. I never forget people. So I promise I will be visiting everyone, and I love you all no matter where I go and where I travel or what I'm doing. I'm going to be working very hard for the next 5 to 10 years. So just realize that I'll still keep trying to post blogs and photos, especially when I'm in across the United States in a new area. And I will continue to do some medical blogs, clean eating blogs. And for my telehealth patients, I'll be licensed in 3 states, so I'll keep you posted on that. But my New York patients, I will still be available through my telehealth business, practicing family practice and urgent care. Family practice, urgent visits, sick visits, weight loss consultations, and even some talk therapy. If you need me, I'll still be available 24/7, I promise. And I'll still have my license in New York as well as Washington and Oregon. So if you need me, text me 24/7. I will be available to you. And that's about it. Love everyone. Appreciate your support and your love. And I'm so excited. Yes, I'm always coming back home to New York. I'm always coming back home to Long Island, no matter where I go in the world. And my ultimate dream is a house here in Brazil and a house in New York. So just so everyone understands where I'm at, what I'm doing, and just know that I planned this trip 6 months ahead, and now I have my whole life, my next few years of my life planned ahead. So all of this was well thought out. I did not do it on a whim, even though it seemed like I did. Ciao, ciao. God bless, and have a great weekend. Bye.